everyone, it's Liam Carson here, and we are reacting to another 2 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as we're on episode number 9 of season 5 as well as episode 10. But I feel like this episode is going to be a very special episode because it's the 99th episode. Now, usually I guess special episodes are usually reserved for episode 100 and all of that, entering triple digits. But because, you know, this show has always been about the 99, I feel like the big episode will be this episode rather than the next episode, should I say. So yeah, because, you know, I could imagine Brooklyn Nine-Nine doing that, so yeah. But yeah, great stuff last time around, as we had the return of Skyfire. We had both Jake and Amy's parents collide, and there was a bit of tension going on, especially between both fathers, so yeah, but all of that was resolved. Of course, there was a little accident that happened there, but yeah, it was water under the bridge at the end of the day, so yeah. Why don't we get into this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? It is episode number 9 of season 5. Let's go.
As I was telling the squad, our old CO, Captain McGintley, just passed away.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Next week.
High-strung, you just are high-strung. You know, you're strong is what makes you strong. You're strung strongly.
No, not anymore.
Strong.
From now on, I'm gonna be super chill. So where's the party at? Trick
Just
question.
like, yeah, right, this is a wake, Amy.
Oh, hello, Mrs. McGintley. My condolences for your...
Commissioner's retiring next year. They put a short list together of possible replacements, and you're on it. This is your first interview.
Really?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, my God.
What's going on?
Oh,
What's going on
shoot.
is Captain Holt has an interview to become the commissioner of the friggin' NYPD, and he's gonna nail it and fulfill his destiny as Lord High Commander of all justice.
Okay, let's not get carried away. This isn't anything interested in becoming.
Doubtfire. Oh, my God!
What?
What is it?
Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh,
The building from Die
no.
Hard. Can we go in? Can we pay our respects?
Oh, our flight leaves in 3.5 hours, and... But it's like...
That's the watching Hunts Falls.
In before.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. That is actually a good shot.
These are great. We should probably head to the airport.
We have more time if you need it.
There's literally nothing left for me to shoot. All right, let's get out of here.
Oh,
That's
no.
strange. I thought the guard propped it open. You guys okay up here?
Yes! See? I told you not to give up hope. It's a miracle. We're still gonna make it. Yeah, we missed our flight by a lot.
Of course.
That's okay, we can get the next one. Let's see, next flight. Canceled. What is
Jeez, there's a
going
lot
on?
of cancellations. Is there a strike?
Midwest.
The wish kid with a rare disease that makes him look like a giant old baby.
Did you call it scoliosis?
Rosa, that's really good.
Wow!
Let me into a first-class lounge since my flight had already departed. I grabbed this and ran.
Back.
Got it. May I present to you the finest RV that not much money
Oh,
can buy.
yeah, we're gonna go into the
No one
RV.
should have to suffer like this for me.
Suffer? This is a dream come true. It's a cross-country road trip. My dad and I took one every summer. You blast the Annie soundtrack, and you eat junk food. You bond over secrets.
Chemicals.
Well, yes, but everything's made with chemicals if you really think about it.
Suppose you're right.
I am?
Let me try one.
I love this, like, Jake's just correcting Holt.
That's the magic of the pup. You don't have to chew. So what are you gonna do in your commish?
You know,
I
cheese
think you
puffs
should
are just
focus on
great.
interagency communication and
Or ponytails on road trips. You just take a little lemon up top and let the sun do the rest. We call it
There's
giving
no
each other
sun.
roadhead.
You just said you called it going streaking.
It had a couple names. Hey, speaking of names...
That will probably a bit more. Oh, God. There you go.
Sorry, but it's the only way.
Me first. Hey
Oh,
guys,
well,
the
there we
doors are
go.
closed all the way. No peeking.
15 minutes later.
Hear that, did you?
I'm still hearing it. I'm never gonna stop hearing it.
They're
We go back to
traumatized.
the old bathroom break schedule, and nothing's on fire, nothing's even smoldering.
Boom.
We just wasted 10 minutes for no reason.
There we go. Oh,
Captain, I
no.
think you're right. I do smell smoke.
Tommy, Becca!
Becca is a man.
Oh, thank you so much for letting us stay here. I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, no. Here we go
So nice to
again.
meet you guys.
It's a good job Gina's not here. She'd be having a
This is a
crisis.
stud farm. We are the cow insemination kings of
Oh,
Central Texas.
boy.
Of course you are.
Fine, I'll call you back later.
Was that a woman's voice?
It's my sister.
Wait, she called you babe. Well, my cousin called me babe. You said relatives shouldn't do that.
Oh my God,
What's really going
Rosa.
on?
I'm dating a woman. I'm bi.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God, Rosa.
That's great, Rose. I just want you to know that I...
Oh, my heart. Rosa. Oh no.
You changed my life. Maybe you want to be a better man or whatever.
Thank you, McFly.
Yeah.
But deep down,
Jake.
I always knew I'd never be commissioner.
All my dreams
that's
start
sad.
with my stepsister painting.
We
the
don't want to
house.
know what your
And
dreams
the
start
house
with.
looking great.
No, sleep till fitting.
We look so cool right now.
No,
I
we
feel like
don't.
we're in a Movens commercial.
Break it up!
Aha! 25 minutes ago, outgoing call to 911. You sabotaged us, Mr. Robot. Not the TV show, but the point is, you sabotaged us. Terry, would you do the honors?
Why?
Now I have a machine gun, ho 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 guy. There were plenty of rental cars at the airport, weren't there?
Hundreds.
And you broke the speedometer, and what else? Did you somehow force Scully to stink up the RV so we'd have to stop more often?
It wasn't difficult. 3 corn dogs for 99 cents.
Oh
Who could
my
possibly
God,
eat
this
3 corn
sabotaging
dogs
plan from
and
Holt.
have a dog?
What?
Seamus Murphy, the gangster, he offered me info that would get you and Rosa out of prison in exchange for a favor. And Holt told me to turn it down because he said it was too risky. You didn't
And
turn it
here
down,
we
did you,
are,
Captain?
Amy nailing this.
No, I did not.
I love you, Dapton. Dapton. It's cool
Da-
to say Captain. It's from the world of hip-hop. Love you.
Call him Dad before.
Sir, why didn't you tell us?
I didn't want any of you entangled in this. This is my decision, and it's also my responsibility.
Sir.
Fine. 6 people seems like a lot. I mean, at some point, it's just too many.
Just saying mine.
And mine.
You're gonna take that meeting. You're gonna get the job and you're gonna become commissioner. And we'll all figure out what to do about Murphy.
All right, you mooks. Our union health plan has 100%
Oh, this is great.
reimbursement for out-of-state ambulance rides. Scully will fake a medical emergency.
Don't need to fake it. Always have to
Yeah.
Great. You call an ambulance and have it take us. You change on the way and we should get to your meeting with 5 minutes to spare.
Amy Santiago.
Stop clapping, you idiots. We gotta move.
We're wasting time.
You know what really makes a trip first class? It's not the extra leg room or the complimentary drink.
It's family. Okay, yeah, we don't need the speech at this moment.
It's good.
Squad, finally.
She hasn't told her family, has she? Oh.
Also,
But this
now
is
we
her
go back to
family.
Never talking about my love life again.
Request tonight. Is your name Ann, Meredith, Kim, Erica,
For God's sake.
Moana?
Captain Holt?
Whoa.
Official, my hat is in the ring for commissioner.
Nine! What a great way to end it. Like, nine. Family. I feel like this was a really, really great episode. Like, not too heavy with the callbacks, but there was still enough to have certain callbacks, if that makes sense, and all of that, because of the fact that you know, we had the person that preceded Holt, who died. So, because he I guess he kind of kickstarted things, and then Holt took over, of course, and then the dynamic completely changed. And whereas the group initially thought it would be for the worse, of course, we. Over the season, like as the seasons have gone on, it's become a more bonded unit. It's become a family. So, and that's it though with this show, because I think, you know, even though Fast and Furious, like even though the memes are there about nothing's more important than family, etc. Brooklyn Nine-Nine has always had this kind of stable dynamic when it comes to family, about how the Nine-Nine are essentially family. And this is why, like, this episode may as well be the centenary episode, I guess. Yeah? Episode 100. In terms of, like, going big, in terms of celebrating shit, all that jazz. Yeah. Because it's all about the Nine-Nine on episode 99 overall. And with this episode, it really gives you a good reflection about not just how far this group has come as a family unit, but also how they're willing to do everything and anything. Whether it's Holt's situation, whether it's Boyle and Rosa, you know, they're willing to do anything and everything. So even if Holt is not too, like he just is not feeling that it is, you know, he's ready, should I say, in terms of taking the commission, especially with the Murphy's problem. So this group will do anything and everything to make sure that, yeah, that Holt will get that job, will get that commissioner role. So yeah. So I really, really loved how invested everyone was in regards to, in regards to Holt, and there was even that really, really nice talk when, you know, everyone was settling down between Jake and Holt, which I felt really, really powerful. You know, about how Holt has made Jake into a better person, etc., which, you know, really, really means a lot. And you know, with Jake, when everything was revealed and all of that, you would think there would be a sense of hurt, given how much Holt has done for Jake, and then, you know, Holt is sabotaging this whole thing. But it's also completely understandable when the truth comes out about, you know, how Jake and Rosa got out of jail, and the Murphy situation. And it was really, really beautiful how they accepted Holt's reasoning, his predicament, and how they are taking all of this responsibility because they are this bonded family. So it is really, really beautiful. It is really, really beautiful to see. So yeah. Of course, the only thing that is missing from this is Gina. So I'm guessing, with Gina's absence, and I'm guessing that Chelsea was not available or whatnot, because she hasn't been around for really the majority of the season, or at least this entire season, ever since, of course, it was revealed that she was pregnant. So yeah. But yeah, there was a few callbacks that were really, really great stuff. So like I said, I feel like with this being episode 99 overall, it really does a very good job, in my opinion, in you know, making this feel like episode 100 and all of that, but making it very, very appropriate. Like if they saved it for the standard, we hit episode 100 and all of that, I feel like it might be a bit, I don't know, it might have been a bit disappointing because of the fact that, like, you know, 99, you know, this family, they chant several times throughout the show, 99 and all of that. So yeah, it was really, really great that this episode, I guess, essentially celebrated the landmark 100 episodes, even though that this wasn't episode 100. But yeah, it is in this world of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But yeah, of course I do want to talk about Rosa as well, because as someone who is part of the LGBTQ plus community, you know, this was a very, very big thing for me, because of the fact that, of course, I'm pansexual. For those who, well, I was going to point to the flag, like, just to showcase, but the door was blocking it, so. This was a really, really powerful moment, because of the fact that with Rosa keeping things anonymous, it was only a matter of time until Charles did find, because he does like to pry and all of that. And it was really, really powerful when Rosa, after Boyle, should I say, was able to deduce that it was a woman talking on the phone. It was really, really powerful for Rosa to tell Charles, because Well, the first thing is, I don't think she's told her biological family. And, you know, I just get the feeling, given the fact that there does seem to be a lot of weight on her shoulders telling Charles this. So yeah, but I do love how Charles is very, very open, very trustworthy, and you know, I guess is treating this as he usually does, because he's still prying in terms of the names at the end of the day. So yeah, but I think with how bonded the 9-9 is in general, I think, you know, it is very, very fitting in regards to her being able to tell Charles, because they have that, you know, trust and all of that. They have that connectivity, and not just that though, but Charles, you know, likes to pry. But he also understands that there is a lot of a lot going on with Rosa coming out to him, because obviously I think Boyle knows about the prospect about how tough it was for Holt, and you know, he doesn't want Rosa to feel any of that pressure and all of that, so he's trying to be comforting and all of that. So yeah, it is really, really important to have that ally, to have that that safety, really, and you know, Charles fits the bill. So because, you know, as much as he likes to pry and all of that, and it can, like, I guess it can become a bit of an annoyance, I guess, for a lot of people, if, you know, Charles was like, oh, so who are they called and all of that. It is a very, very impactful situation because of the fact that Rosa has come out as bisexual, and with this revelation, Charles is offering his support, his safety. So it's a very, very powerful moment, that scene in the bar, because you know, he is listening to Rosa's reasonings why she never said anything, and he is offering that, like, I guess, mantra of, you know, I'm here for you, etc. So it is very, very important and very, very nice for Charles to be that, like, safety net for Rosa. So yeah, like I said, just judging by Rosa and especially with how a bit anxious she was in saying this in this episode, I don't think she's told her biological family, and I feel like we're gonna tread onto this, like this could be I guess Rosa's arc for this season, in terms of coming to like just delving further into her bisexuality and all of that, because it is, like, I feel like it is a very, very important topic. I mean, obviously, we've had bits and pieces from Holt's past in regards to how his sexuality was tackled, especially back in the, what was it, 70s, 80s and all of that. And, you know, of course, with times changing, things have gotten a bit better, but also things, there is still that arrogance in the world from people who are who are ignorant, who are homophobic, etc. So yeah, but it also is a very, very you know, not just a very great arc to explore for Rosa in general, but also an arc that I can come to terms with as well, that I can connect with. So because you know, I previously did think of myself as bisexual before I came to the conclusion, well, I think I am actually pansexual, but still, it was the whole situation is still relatable in regards to discovering my sexuality, because it was a very, very, very anxious moment for me when, you know, I was telling family, when I was telling friends and all of that, and just having that safe, space, that safe space, just having that safe space, that trust and all of that from, you know, a lot of my friends and all of that, it was just very, very uplifting and very emotional as well. So yeah, but it was really, really great for Charles to show that support and all of that. And like I said, even going to the like going to that respectable area where he just treats this as if this was, you know, her dating a guy, being very, very inquisitive in terms of like, so who she called, is she called this, is she called that? So yeah, but I really, really thought that was very powerful stuff when, you know, Rosa, of course, did reveal that she was that she was bisexual. Also loved Amy as well, and her, you know, I'm gonna be chill for this episode. And then of course when the time demands it, she was on this. She was on this so much. She was like, she went into overdrive to make sure that Holt would get to that meeting. So yeah, it was really, really fun stuff. So yeah, why don't we get into episode number 10? Okay, the 100th episode, but I'm not expecting any grandiose episode or whatever in terms of like, oh, we're gonna have callbacks. We've already had that. So yeah. So I'm just excited to see what's going to happen in this episode. We've got a situation in terms of dealing with the with the Seamus situation. 99 has his back, has Holt's back, should I say, not Seamus's back. Oof. What a betrayal. So with that said, let's go.
Charlotte. Scully has Amy. He's holding his paper name side
You've
out.
just ruined the Secret Santa situation.
That's me. I'll be taking that gift card. Daddy loves nachos.
Did you just... No.
Should we draw the names again and leave Jake out?
It's hot. And then I thought, Lisa Turtle, also hot.
The fact that the words Kelly and Kapowski didn't just come out of your mouth is lunacy.
What made you decide to tell us now?
Charles found out on the road trip, and I was positive he was not going to be able to keep the secret for much longer.
Oh, that is true.
I mean, bye, but bye.
No, come on.
See ya. I mean, have fun.
Better than when I came out to my colleagues. They were not, as the kids say, awake.
Do you mean woke?
I did
woke.
But phonetically incoherent.
Okay, we have time for one more question. Nope, absolutely not. We're done.
Oh, no.
Say, Mom, Dad, I'm bisexual, but I'm still your daughter. I'm still the same person that I've always been, and who I love will never change that. You guys raised me to be strong and confident, and I don't want to hide who I am.
Oh, she's gonna hug him.
I am.
We want beefy speeds! Long story short, we remain unbeefed. Unfortunately, we're out of options. Just not scared of us.
Right.
What the hell?
Who scares everyone.
Oh, God.
Hey!
Hey!
Charles. I want to say...
America's favorite couple.
I'm sure he just went Nathan Lane there.
Did I? What a fun surprise that none of us were remotely prepared for, Rosa, right?
You seem nervous. Why?
Global warming. What a bitch, right? We all go around. We talked about soccer. I called it football. Oh, I see what happened. But secondly, Rosa and I are not.
Denying that we're dating. You're right. We're a couple. I love you, honey bun.
There's this just shield. There's still, you know, that anxiousness, which I can't blame.
So, we need to change tactics. We need to woo them with the international language of friendship.
I don't.
Oh, I'll take a 10.
Oh my
Dudes
God!
down there, and I'm not above using a little flirtation to get what I want.
Was that a wink?
You tell me.
I honestly don't know. Pile, perhaps you'll help us restore our internet.
Sure, I can definitely help with that. How many kbps's are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know.
Give me an exact number.
100.
Oh!
Okay, bro, I'll give you
no!
kilobytes.
I'm digging.
And we won't even hit the
I'll give you
surface.
back your internet, okay? Just, we're through.
Oh, and maybe your coworkers would like to know what happened on your 7th grade field trip to DC.
You monster.
He pooped in the reflecting pool.
Ooh, Nelly!
Finally get together.
Oh, I don't have my guitar here.
Sing the song.
Rosa, 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 Diaz, 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 Rosa, Diaz, 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 you are so cool.
That wins everyone.
Just put that away.
You would rather me be some dude's mistress than be in a loving relationship with a woman? Well, Jake and I aren't dating. But guess what? Your worst fears are real. I'm not straight, I'm bisexual. And I don't care what you think about it.
Rosa, oh.
I told them I'm bi, and they still invited me to game night. They're clearly okay with it.
Well, I'm just glad it worked out. Enjoy game night.
Actually, I want you to come to make up for how awkward dinner was.
Oh, fantastic. I'm still involved. I'm sure your dad's
So here's the thing. I'm not coming back.
What?
What?
Seriously?
Yeah, listen, I have a daughter now. When she grows up, I want to be doing something that makes her proud. So I'm starting my own
This
company.
would be
Ooh,
okay.
What is it? Last grand exit from the 9-9.
Oh my God!
Where's that coming from?
It's just the magic of Gina Linetti.
Well, don't let my desire to have fun ruin what seems to be the very nice
It's dignity!
So, your mother and I talked about what you told us last night.
We don't need to talk about that right now.
We want you to know we're not upset.
Great. I'm not upset either.
Because no matter what you call yourself, you still like men, so you can still get married and have a child.
I can do to like build something of my own, like my entrepreneurial idols, Oprah Winfrey, Lex Luthor.
The Superman villain?
He built an empire, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, we wish you luck, and it's not going to be the same without you. Two women, they're holding hands, friends. Oh,
Yeah, friends, definitely.
Sisters. Oh, business partners. Co-owners of a chocolate.
It's about myself for a really long time, and I didn't want to tell you because I was afraid you were going to react exactly like you are.
Exactly.
And what do you want us to say?
To be supportive, to
you accept me for
be
who I
that, yeah.
I finally said what I wanted to say. Felt right.
Yeah. Still sucks, though.
It does suck, but there are just sadly
It's
some
weird. My
people.
Dad's here. Hey, do you mind staying out here with me to talk to him?
Yes, of course. Whatever you need.
Haha, your face. No, man, you've done enough. Get out of here.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
I want you to be able to tell me everything. I can't promise you I'll understand.
but support
I'm
her.
trying. I want you to
Just
know
be
that
there.
I accept you for who you are, and I love you very, very much.
I love you too.
Mom needs a little more time.
Guess family
Yeah,
game night's
oof.
gonna be kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That maybe we better put game night on hold for a little while.
Make things a bit more, not make anything awkward really for Rosa.
Holt said he'd give me a 5% raise if I came back, and he's letting me sit at my desk and work on my side business 1 day a week.
We never had that conversation.
We just did, baby.
We just did. You can't
baby.
negotiate.
Come, Brent, let's get you down to HR before that start paper
Brent.
goes through. Welcome back.
Another lifetime, you and I would have made a hot-ass couple.
Agreed.
Let's go.
I'm very proud of you. Every time someone steps up and says who they are, the world becomes a better, more interesting place. So, thank you.
Hey, broke both your wine glasses in your fridge door in your bathroom.
Every single week from your lawn.
Every single week. Oh man. I promise I am not getting emotional. I promise. Ah! Fine. Okay. Fine. Oh, fine. I'm fine. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, this was a really, really powerful. Yeah. I mean, with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, there is always going to, like every now and again, there is going to be these very, very powerful episodes. Obviously, I'm reflecting to episodes like when Holt and Terry discussed about that situation where Terry was targeted because of him being black. And you know, that was an episode that made me cry, and this one was very, very powerful. So yeah, I mean, it is just really, really, it was just a really, really powerful episode. So I gotta say that final scene was just very powerful stuff. Yeah, it was with Holt, not just Holt's message to Rosa, which was, yeah, just very, very beautiful, but the idea of the idea of like the entire 9-9 coming together, being a family for Rosa, was just very powerful, because especially with the fact that her parents, even though her dad was coming around to the idea of accepting her, this was still a bit of a knock on Rosa, and she had her family there, the 9-9. So of course I did mention about it in the last episode about how the situation of the last episode really made a very impactful way of showcasing how, you know, the 9-9 have got each other's back. Jake talking about the Seamus situation that he carries, as well as the entire 9-9, they carry that responsibility because you know, the 9-9 are family, and we're seeing that in this episode as well. So yeah, it was really, really powerful in regards to dealing with Rose's, and Stephanie did a really fantastic job. It was really powerful stuff, especially with her character in general, going through a very, very vulnerable experience. It was just really well done. Because of course you'd want that acceptance from your parents, and it does become a bit difficult when you're labelled as going through a phase, when it's not that. It's not a choice at the end of the day. I mean, Rosa even mentioned it when she was like young. When she was in school, that's when she first discovered. And it's similar to how I went about things in regards to my sexuality. Like, I didn't, you know, tell people publicly until a lot later on. But when I was in school, I realised that it wasn't just gals I liked. It wasn't just girls I liked. It was guys as well. There was this guy in my class. I had the hots for him. And there was this other guy that lived in my neighbourhood, and I also had the hots for him as well. We even actually kissed a few times. And yeah, I was I just couldn't stop thinking about that. So yeah, and like I said, I didn't, you know, really say anything to family and all of that until when I was more adult rather than a kid. So, what are you doing? So it's just my dog being a nuisance. But yeah, that's it though with Rosa. It's not a phase, and it does become a very, very worrying element when, of course, there is that like situation where her parents will say it's just a phase and everything. And honestly, you wanted to you wanted to hug Rosa. Her heart was just breaking and everything. So, yeah. But I also gotta commend Jake as well for being very, very supportive. Obviously, with the last episode in mind, we had Charles be a very, very trustworthy person for Rosa to, I guess, first tell that she was bisexual, and he was very supportive then. And of course, she did tell the entire group in a you know, nice moment there. But it was, and Rosa and Jake have a very, very good connectivity. So it was a very, very important decision to kind of shift the focus of trust, because it does build. I mean, not to say that there is no one, I guess. Well, maybe Scully, I guess, but not Scully, Hitchcock, should I say? But still. No, in all seriousness, it's not to say that anyone part of the 9-9 circle isn't trustworthy, but it's it does add layers in regards to how this family is going to be there for Rosa no matter what. They're going to be there for anyone, and they know how much of a journey this is going to be for Rosa, because it's not as simple as you could and I think with Rosa being like she is can be very, very fierce. For her to be very, very anxious, it does speak volumes about how because it's not just as simple as just saying to people, I'm bisexual, there you go. It can be very, very anxious, especially about the backlash you could get, especially when it comes to family, because you want your parents to accept you for no matter what. And it can be very crushing when it comes to a very detrimental response, really. So, but I do feel like with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as funny as it can be, it does excel on serious matters. And I'm thinking back to the episode where Terry was wrongfully compromised by a cop, of course, because of racism. And there came a very, very powerful discussion between, of course, Holt and Terry. And again, this is no different when it comes to exploring that. It is, especially in these days. It is a bit more accepted, of course, but there's still going to be, sadly, that ignorance. And it is also very important to showcase that, sadly, there are going to be some parents that are not going to be approving. And in the perfect world, everyone would be very accepting, but this episode is dealing with that situation in a very, very well done way. Like I said with Stephanie, she killed it in my opinion. She did a fantastic job. And Andy was really, really incredible. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but I mean, headcanon is a thing, I guess. But the way that he rehearsed, like when it was just him and Rosa, and he was telling her about, okay, you just say this and that. It was a little too perfect. And then, of course, he dramatic, he added a bit of dramatic flair, as Jake would. And I get it's all about emotions and resonating to Rose's heart and showing how very supportive he is and all of that. I mean, he is in general. I just feel like it was a little too perfect. Like, Jake bye, maybe? LG, yeah. No. It was like Jake's... Like, even when we came to that final scene when her dad, played by... I'll get on to Danny in a moment, but even that final scene where Rosa was wanting to deal with this situation herself, it was still great to see Jake being very supportive no matter what, because Rosa isn't just his friend. To Jake, Rosa's family. So, Milo, you gonna stop? Eesh. But that's it though. Rosa is family at the end of the day. So yeah. But yeah, I feel like if you could cast anyone as Rosa's parents, at least for the dad, I think a lot of people would automatically, like, especially with his demeanor and that. Yeah, Danny Trejo, perfect candidate, I feel. So yeah, I've only seen him in a couple of things, notably, and then this is going to be an unpopular one, The Flash. So yeah, and even then, he was just very, very, badass and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, Danny Trejo is perfect casting, I'd say. So. Yeah, kind of like Jimmy Smits when it comes to Mr. Santiago, so, yeah. But, yeah, it was a very, very powerful episode. I really got emotional towards the end. like I said, Holt didn't exactly help matters because it did kickstart with the 9-9 all coming together to Rose's help. Like game night was, and you know, game night was going to be held off because things are still going to be a bit awkward, especially with the mother. But you know, Rosa, she was feeling alone, and then you've got the 9-9 family who are going to be there no matter what, who's going to resume game night because they want to be there for Rosa. They love Rosa so much, and yeah, so it was a very, very powerful. It was a very, very powerful episode that really balanced things in a really beautiful way in regards to. In regards to Rosa and, you know, her being on this journey, in regards to her bisexuality, in terms of her dealing with, you know, her parents and all of that. So, yeah. And it was really, like yeah, I know I've said it, you know, quite a few times, but Stephanie did kill it. But it was really great in regards to dealing with, you know, how embracing it can be, especially with the 9-9, but of course how there is going to be that erasure as well. I'm watching you! Yeah, there is going to be that erasure. There's going to be that, like, saying of, oh, it's just a phase. It's not. It's not something we choose to do, because that's not sexuality. It's a part of who you are. So yeah, and it was just really, really powerful. Just in general, like I said, it was really, really well balanced. So yeah, it was just a really, really great episode in my opinion. So, we also had Gina back as well. And yes, yeah, Gina and Rosa would have made a great couple. But yeah, we had Gina back as well. Funny, because the last episode I did say about how I seem to have this knack this week, this week, where I say something like for Charmed, for example, I said, you know what, I had a thought the other day about, you know, where is Daryl? Because he's been absent for some time. And then, of course, the episode that was next on my watch list, well, I'm watching all the episodes, but the next episode I was scheduled to watch for Charmed, he shows up and it's like, oh, it's been a while. It's the same thing with this when it comes to Gina, because I'm like, well, Gina hasn't really been here at all this season. And then... yeah, it's just the extraness though for Gina. Like, Gina is just the queen of extras, so... and she's back! She is back, so you can't keep the Lonetti out of the B99. So, yeah. So, yeah, I had a feeling she would come back. You can't get rid of her. She is inevitable. But yeah, it was a really, really powerful episode. Like I said, really, 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 really well done. There seemed to be a nice balance there, and very emotional, but it also really... it was also just really, really well executed. So... so yeah, it was just... pretty great stuff. With Rosa just dealing with that. So it was great stuff in terms of, like, the narrative. Of course, you did feel so bad for her. You wanted to give her a hug, even though she would probably kill you if you did that. No, but it does become a very... like I said, when it comes to Rosa's character and just her attitude in general, I think it's very, very fitting to explore this... anxiousness, because it also does tell people that this is not a simple endeavor. Those who will not be able to relate, that this like, if Holt's experience didn't spell it out for you, then Rose is gonna keep adding on to, like, how anxious it can be, how frightening it can be, especially when it comes to parents. So even Charles in the last episode, she doesn't want, you know, things to change when she didn't want to be treated differently or anything like that, and it's really, really sad, like, you know, that concept in general, because nothing's really changed. Like I said, you just know a bit more about the person. So, and you know, life is a journey. So, yeah. But it was a really, really beautiful episode. So, these last 2 episodes, it's not helping the case of about season 5 just standing on top. I'm just saying, or it's not trying to diminish things, should I say? It is really, really helping season 5 just stand out on top further and further. So, yeah, because I did say, I think in the last episode about how season 5 so far my favorite. But yeah, really great stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed these reactions. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed these reactions. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!